Yo, what's up, Taurus? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of December 2018. Taurus, I want to start off your reading by pointing out something very interesting that I noticed because the last reading I did, the Seven of Chalices jumped out of the deck, and now all of a sudden it's jumping out of the deck for your reading too. So I think it's interesting how this card keeps showing up, and the reason why I say that is, well, I don't know if you can see this card right here, but there's a blue angel on the card. And to me, when I think about that, I'm really hoping that it's not what I'm thinking. It's like, I really hope that there is not a need for the United States Air Force to utilize blue angels for any reason. The reason why I say that is because Jupiter just shifted into its home sign of Sagittarius last month. And, this is like when Jupiter goes into its home sign of Sagittarius, it really puts a lot of concentration on faraway places. So, there's going to be more emphasis on foreign events and global affairs for the next 12 months because Jupiter's going to be in its home sign of Sagittarius for the next 12 months. So, I do say that because it's like I'm seeing this blue angel again. So, I'm really hoping that it's not our need to use blue angels in the United States Air Force over the next 12 months. But I just thought that was kind of interesting. I wanted to point that out because that blue angel did show up again on the Seven of Chalices in your reading. And like I said, it showed up in the last reading I did. Now, one other thing that I noticed about your reading that's interesting is you have three knights in your reading here, and I thought that was interesting because once again Jupiter just arrived to its home sign of Sagittarius last month, and it's going to be there for the next 12 months. And you have three horses, so Sagittarius is the sign of its half horse, half archer. Jupiter is the ruler of number 3, so I thought that was kind of interesting how there's 3 horses and 3 knights, and you also have the 3 of cups in the reverse. So there's a lot of emphasis on 3. You have the Knight of Swords as your central energy, and I think that's a great energy to have because that shows that you are going to have a lot of energy in the month of December 2018, Taurus. And if that's not the case, then, for some of you, this is someone in your life who's a central focus, who is the Knight of Swords. A lot of the times, the Knight of Swords can be somebody who is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So who in your life, Taurus, do you know who plays an important role in your life or is a central focus in your life, who is a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius? So, some of you might know this person as well. Maybe this is somebody you're romantically involved with. Others of you know this person through your work. Others of you know this person through your family. So, just try to think about in your life, Taurus, who in your life is a central focus or could be a central focus in your life in the month of December 2018. And like I said, if you can't think of anybody who's a central focus in your life who's a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, then potentially this is just you in the month of December 2018. You're going to be exuding the characteristics of the Knight of Swords, so you're going to have a ton of energy. Now you have the Knight of Pentacles, which is your challenge card in the month of December 2018. So I look at that card as like, some of you guys are wasting your time with something. So I don't know what it is. Maybe just think about it for a second. Like, what are you wasting your time with, Taurus? You might be better off investing your energy into something else. Now, if that's not the case, then, this Knight of Pentacles could be somebody in your life who could be another Taurus, could be another could be another Taurus, could be a Virgo, could be a Capricorn. Because the Knight of Pentacles is in the challenge position, that would suggest that some of you guys are having a bit of an issue with this person in the month of December 2018. So, try to think who's in your life who's an important maybe they're another Taurus, maybe they're another Virgo or Capricorn, you might have a bit of an issue with this person in the month of November, or excuse me, the month of December 2018. This reading is for December 2018. And I also look at it as like, well, you do have the Ace of Chalices here as your near future card. So, especially for single Tauruses, I think that's pretty nice. That's a really great energy to have because, there is the opportunity for new love in your life, Taurus. I'm looking at these cards and it's like, well, I see a Knight of Swords and I see a Knight of Pentacles and I see a Knight of Wands, and then I see the Seven of Chalices, and some of you guys really have some options. So if you're single, you might be picking between a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or maybe another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or others of you are into a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. So some of you guys really do have a lot of options. And I'd say that, because the Knight of Swords is in the upright and because the Knight of Wands is in the upright, I'd say that, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, those might be pretty good options for you. I'd say some of you are probably going to have a little bit more difficulty, like maybe if you are, because the energy is similar. I mean, Knight of Pentacles is your energy, Taurus, but some of you might be into somebody who is another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but maybe they're not feeling you like the way you're feeling them, or vice versa. So, entering into a relationship with the Knight of Pentacles, and if you're not familiar with tarot, it's not about the gender on the card. It's about, it's about the suit. And so it's the suit of Pentacles. So that's somebody who is another Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Doesn't matter if it's a knight, could be a man or a woman. But you might have a bit of an issue with this person in the month of December 2018. Now you have the Three of Chalices in the reverse, and I'm not saying all Tauruses are going to have an affair or anything, but maybe some of you are, you might be with somebody, but at the same time you're still thinking about somebody else. Who knows, maybe some of you will have an affair, and that's really specific because obviously I don't feel that that's going to be the case for all of you. It's like some of you might be with someone who it's like, you're with them because you're with them and you don't want to upset the apple cart. But, Taurus, your happiness is important. So don't stay with somebody for the sake of staying with them just, to be in a relationship. If you have your eye on somebody else, maybe you want to give them a try. And, like I said, there's where your options come back into play. I mean, you have the Seven of Chalices and it seems that you have plenty of options here. So, once again, I'm not saying that all Tauruses are going to have an affair or anything if you're coupled up and you're not happy, but some of you really are thinking about somebody else. Could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. For others of you, maybe it is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So it's going to resonate differently for all of you. Now you have the Six of Chalices in the reverse in your reading, and that's interesting because the Six of Chalices is a card that's very much about getting back together with people who you haven't seen in a while, reunions. And well, obviously, I mean, it's December 2018, it's the holidays, Taurus, so of course you're going to be getting back together with people. Of course there's going to be reunions in your life, but it's interesting because the card is upside down. So some of you guys are just looking at this as like, it's almost like you feel like the holidays are an obligation. It's like, oh, I got to get together with these people, and some of you just really aren't feeling it. So and I look at it's interesting because you also have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, and that the Ten of Pentacles is a card that's like the combination of finances and family. So it's like some of you guys are spending some of your earnings on family, and it's December 2018, it's the holidays, so of course you're going to spend money on relatives or loved ones, or if you have a significant other, you might be spending money on them. But some of you are just, because the Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse, it's like some of you guys are just really looking at it like it's an obligation. But, 'tis the season to give, Taurus. And you have the High Priestess in the upright. That's a great card to have. Some of you guys are becoming really spiritual. And I think that's a great thing. And, you know, I look at the position of Saturn in the sky, and Saturn's in an area for you that has to do with spirituality, Taurus, and it's going to be there until December 2020. So, you know, this is like Saturn is very gradual. So, you know, there's like a gradual development happening when it comes to spirituality in your life, Taurus. And, you know, Saturn isn't always the easiest of energy. It's like very challenging energy. So some of you guys might have a bit of a challenge understanding something spiritual in your life, but eventually you will understand it. And it's going to have a very positive effect on your life because the High Priestess card is in the upright, and it's going to resonate differently for all of you guys. It's like, you know, for whoever Taurus is out there who are not watching this video, you know, some of you are into organized religion. And, you know, for those Tauruses who are watching this video, well, you know, maybe this spiritual enlightenment is it's more about something that's divinatory. So something that's more like tarot reading or astrology or numerology, for example. But you do have the Knight of Wands. So, I mean, it's just like some of you guys are really going to have a lot of energy in the month of December 2018 because, I mean, you have the Knight of Swords, which is, you know, a lot about energy, and the Knight of Wands, very energetic. Some of you guys might be feeling sort of passionate. Some of you guys are feeling sort of adventurous. So that's where I look back and it's like, well, I see, you know, your outcome card is the 10 of chalices in the reverse, and that's like, you know, some of you are dissatisfied with your home life situation, and I'm not saying that's the case for all of you. I mean, some of you have a perfectly fine home life, you know, you're happy with whoever you're with, you're happy with your family life and your home life, but, you know, I feel like this reading is really resonating for those of you who are dissatisfied with your home life, or you're not really, you know, you're not happy with somebody potentially who you live with. And, you know, I see the Knight of Wands, and some of you guys are feeling like adventurous. And, you know, I see the Three of Cups in the reverse, and some of you guys have your eyes on somebody else. So, you know, I'm not saying that you're going to go ahead and get involved with somebody other than who you're with, but, you know, maybe some of you will. And, you know, I do see, well, there's going to be a new moon on December 7th, and that has to do with a new chapter regarding someone who you share your life with, Taurus. So, you know, if you share your life with somebody already, then there's something new coming in the 6 months that follow the new moon that's going to happen on December 7th. So the new moon's going to hit on December 7th, and the 6 months that follow December 7th, now all of a sudden this new energy coming in regarding some of the most important unions in your life. And I'd say that if you're single, then, you know, this is an opportunity to converge with somebody, Taurus. So, you know, that's a nice energy for you to connect with somebody else following the new moon that's going to happen on December 7th. Now, that's also great energy for your investments. So, you know, if you're looking to invest in anything, I think it's going to work out really well. And that's reinforced by where Jupiter is now for you, Taurus. Jupiter's in a great area for investment. So, you know, whatever you're investing in, Taurus, I think it's going to pan out really well for you over the next 12 months and on. But I think that's all for this month, Taurus. Thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next year.